Welcome to this week's edition of the OCU Athletics Update. I'm Andrew Himes, and this week we're talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Zach Skates, and track cross-country coach, Conor Holt. Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Zach Skates, a sophomore from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. On Sunday, he captured the 165-pound title at the Oklahoma City Open. And tell us about that match on Sunday. You captured the title with a 3-2 win over Meehan of Oklahoma State.
I think I wrestled decent. It was the first tournament of the year, so there's still a lot of improvement and a lot of things I need to work on. I think I kept good position. I wrestled solid. I wrestled smart, but I think it's a good starting point, but as the season progresses, I need to definitely open up my offense more and create more opportunities for myself to be more successful in the future.
How would you describe your wrestling style?
I would say that people would call me a grinder, like in the guy's face most of the time. I would say I'm like that, but also a combination of technique and slickness as well. But I like to push the pace. I like to get after it. I'm in good shape. So I think that comes into play also in my favor.
You've been able to place in every tournament that you've wrestled here with OCU, including 5th in the NAIA championships. Talk about becoming an All-American.
It's a great thing. It was my freshman year. It's not many freshmen All-American in college wrestling, so I think it was a big accomplishment. Like I've said, I'm kind of stubborn, so to me, 5th place is it's not that great. It's a great thing, but it's not what I want ultimately. I want to be a national champion, and hopefully this year I'll be able to accomplish that. But it's All-American. It's a great starting point.
With this year's team being less experienced than last year's team, how do you think your leadership role has expanded this year?
I think my leadership role has become greater. Last year I felt like I was one of the top wrestlers on the team last year also, but I didn't have I hadn't been here long enough to really establish my leadership role. But I think this year I've had success last year. This is my 3rd year in college, and I've been through the season before. I know what it's about. I think I can really help the younger guys to cope with everything that's going on. It can be stressful. It can be tiring. I think those are some things I can help with. Also, I'm not a very vocal guy in the room. I like to yell and scream. I get upset sometimes, but I like to lead by example. I like to work really hard and show these other guys that I'm the one working hard. And that's why I'm having success, and hopefully they can do the same thing.
What's your major here at OCU?
It's secondary history education.
So your career plans following wrestling would be?
I want to be a teacher and a coach. It doesn't pay a lot, but at least I'll be happy. I'll be in a wrestling room where I love to be. I love the sport, and so many people have helped me get to where I am right now, and I'd like to give back to the sport one day.
What does being an OCU star mean to you?
I think it means responsibility. I think it means hard work. Coming here, I came here obviously for wrestling because I knew Coach Randall and I'd known some of the guys on the team, but also I came here because the academics was high, and it was a great place to get a degree. So all those things take into account. I think that's what it means.
All right, we're talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Zach Skates. You can follow the wrestling team on OCUsports.com.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Learn more at naia.org.
Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to track cross-country coach Conor Holt. The Stars men's and women's team both ranked and headed into the Sooner Athletic Conference Championships this weekend in Shawnee. And, Coach, your men's team is ranked number 5, and they've finished first in all 5 races so far. Tell us about the men's team.
Yeah, the men are ranked number 5 right now, and they're doing very well for such a young group. They're freshmen and sophomores, but they're also a pretty seasoned group. Yeah, they're looking forward to the weekend. We've had a few very good weeks of training. I was talking to them the other day. We've had 11 weeks of group team training, and they've gone really well. We've had a few bumps in the road, a few niggles, a little bit of sickness along the way, but for the most part, yeah, they're doing well, and looking forward to the challenge on Saturday. Yeah.
A couple of guys have posted top 5 finishes in all races they've been in so far. Arya Bahrini and Peter Koskai. Tell us about those guys.
Yeah, you know, Arya obviously is in his 2nd year now in the program, and from Edmond Santa Fe in Oklahoma, and he was my number 1 recruit that I brought in last year, and he's done a wonderful job. He's a really good kid, great kid, works hard every day, and it's the kind of kid that you really want to have in your program. Very coachable, and Peter Koskai, he's a transfer from Colby Community College, and very talented. You know, works hard every day, very committed, very dedicated, and these are the things that you kind of look for when you're recruiting and stuff. But yeah, they've both ran pretty well, and I expect them to have a great race on Saturday. Yeah.
Quite a few newcomers on your men's team, Koskai included, with Chris Lowry, Mackenzie Wapapa Harris, and Kyle Wardwell. Tell us about what they bring to the team.
You know, just like Arya and Peter, they're both very dedicated, both very committed, and I kind of knew that in the recruiting process with them, that if we really want to win a championship here, which is why we're here, I wanted to bring in a group of guys that would really believe in that, but also mesh together and work together as a team. And you know, you can see it in training. You know, we the last few workouts we've really stepped up the workouts, and they're doing well. And you know, you add in Stephen Broadhurst there; he's coming around pretty good now, and Reno Bloom, and you know, I think, you know, we're looking pretty good. We just have to, you know, just run our own race on Saturday, and things will go well for us. Yeah.
Turning to the women's team, they're ranked number 20 in the country in the NAIA right now. Finished 1st and 2nd in their last 2 races. Tell us about their season.
Yeah, the women are ranked 20th now. They're their first ever top 25 ranking, so they're pretty excited about that. And yet again, you know, just a bunch of, I think we have 1 junior in the group, and we have a few sophomores and a few freshmen. So young, but also very seasoned, and in the same process, just like the guys, have really bought into what we're kind of doing here, and have really believed in themselves, and you know, and they're really just looking forward to the challenge on Saturday. And yeah, you know, I think it's exciting to kind of see, you know, they show up every day at 6:15, 6:30 for practice, and they're dedicated, very committed bunch, and I'm blessed to have a group like it. Yeah.
Katrina Nolan was an NAIA All-American last year. She's finished top 5 in all the races that she's participated in this season. What does she bring to the squad?
You know, obviously a sophomore now, so she has the experience of being at the NAIA Cross Country Championships. Made All-American, got 20th, and then obviously then on the track she got what was it, 4th in the steeplechase national championships, and very seasoned individual too, and her training has gone really well, especially the last few weeks. So I'm looking forward to seeing her race on Saturday, and then obviously on to the national championships. Yeah.
Just like the guys team, there are several newcomers on your women's team as well. Talk about some of the new runners who are making an impact this year.
Yeah, you know, on the freshman side, on the girls side, we have Sarah Moore, a recruit I brought in from Ireland. Then we have Madeline and Chloe Betke, twins from Colorado. Sylvia Hayes, also from Colorado, and Danette Sang, transfer from Colby Community College. So, you know, a very tight-knit group, and I think that's the when you look at they're very comparable in times, they're very comparable in how they approach the training, and it's just nice to come to practice every day and have a very positive group that really buys into what I talk about on a daily basis. Yeah.
What are the keys to success going to be this weekend at the Sooner Athletic Conference Championships?
You know, I think they just need to run their own race. They need to be very positive about the last 11 weeks of training they've had, and just, you know, I've already talked a little bit about, you know, the race plans for this weekend. Individually, you know, I think they all have a great opportunity to go out there and place pretty high, And as a group, I think on the boys' side, they have a great opportunity to win and get an automatic bid to go to the national championships. And on the ladies' side, they have a great opportunity to place second and get an at-large bid. It's only the top team gets an automatic bid, and then they take a few at-large from all over the country. So the ladies have a great opportunity here, and they're excited about it. They're up for the challenge and looking forward to giving it a go over there in Shawnee. So yeah.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Talking to track cross-country coach Conor Holt. The Stars will compete in the Senior Athletic Conference Championships this weekend in Shawnee. That's it for this edition of the OCU Athletics Update. Check back every week for all the latest in OCU sports.